Hello and welcome to Pro Photo Vector. My name is Mike Davies, and in today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to crop an image using Affinity Photo. Let's dive right in. So I'm going to open up my image in Affinity Photo. I'll go to File. You can go to Open, or in my case Open Recent, and just open up the image you want to use. So over here on the left side you have your toolbar with all your tools in it. Just grab the crop tool right here. You can also use the C key, which is the shortcut key for this tool. And depending on what your last setting was with the crop tool, or whether you're using this for the first time, you're going to see a crop area over here. In my case, it's set to unconstrained, and it's just set to the size of my current image. And this area right here is called the context toolbar. It's going to change depending on the tool you have selected. Right now it has all of the settings for the crop tool. On the far left of this you have apply, so this will just apply whatever area you have cropped right now. Or you can hit cancel, which will basically exit out of this tool. So if I come over here, you've got a little presets gear icon, and this is going to give you a variety of predetermined or preset ratios to choose from. These are basically all just aspect ratios. So if I click on 1:1, it's going to turn my crop area into a perfect square. You also see this little area here called mode has a drop down, and right now it's set to custom ratio, and it's set to 1:1 since that's the ratio we chose. Over here you'll see it says crop, and then it shows some dimensions. These are going to be the final dimensions of the image. So 4160 by 4160. As you can see, the width and the height are going to be the same value since we have a 1:1 aspect ratio. I can also come over here and manually change the aspect ratio by clicking on these values. So 4:1, you'll see it's going to be 4 times as wide as it is tall. So that's why we get this super long crop. And if I go 4:3, which is a pretty common one, hit the enter key, that will change the aspect ratio of this to 4:3. And over here you can see the new dimensions. And of course, as you could probably see so far throughout this tutorial, everything outside the crop area is not going to be cropped, and it's going to be dimmed. So this area is a little darker, and then everything inside the crop area is going to be nice and bright. So you also have these guides inside of here to just help you align the subject in the photo with the crop area, that is, and I can change that over here with the overlay option. So you'll see right now it's set to thirds grid. We could turn the guides off entirely, or we can go with golden spiral if you want to go with a golden ratio or like a Fibonacci sequence in terms of the proportions there. And we also have the diagonals option. I'll just stick with the thirds grid. And we can adjust the size of this, so that's going to keep the aspect ratio we currently have set, but just allow us to shrink or grow the size of the crop just by dragging the handles here. And then I can also click and drag my mouse in the middle of here to reposition this, so we can place the crop wherever we want. So you also have some additional options here under mode. Unconstrained just allows you to draw a custom crop, and it's not going to be constrained by any aspect ratio. So basically when I drag this around, we're freehand drawing this, and it's not going to just be a preset aspect ratio. And by the way, you'll see the final dimensions right there. We also have original ratio, which will keep the original aspect ratio of the image. And then of course we can resize this. And finally we have the resample option. That's going to allow you to set the final dimensions here, and then whatever your final dimensions are that you set are going to be automatically adjusted over here. So basically the image is going to get scaled down to that size. So for example, if I hit 1920 by 1080, hit the enter key, even if I resize this and reposition it, no matter what, the end size is going to be 1920 by 1080. So even though what's inside of here right now isn't necessarily this size, it's going to automatically scale it so that it is that size in the end. Just to demonstrate, let me come back over here to unconstrained. This is the actual size of that area right now, versus if I come over to resample, it's going to scale it down to this size. So let's come back here to the gear icon and scroll down. And actually, let's just go with the 16:9 aspect ratio. We're going to reposition this, center it up, and once we're ready, I'll come over here and click apply. And now we have a nice crop here of our image. All right, so that's it for this tutorial. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to be notified each time I have a brand new tutorial. You can also check out my website at profotavector.com. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.